Hey everyone, it is Stephanie here with Infernal TV, and I'm here with Rudy of Sapraemia. So, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for doing this interview with the band. I appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about the new EP. I honestly think it's more brutal compared
Yeah,
to your past material, which I felt like the past material was more like techie, and now this one is just super raw and aggressive. So,
yeah.
yeah. Do you agree, and why did you go in that direction?
So a lot of like the songs that are in this EP were shortly written after the Disintegration of Permanent Atoms EP. Some of them are just as old. Uh, I guess when it comes to my songwriting, I always I like to keep it fresh. I don't like to. This is the way I am. I always like I have like an ADD problem, so you can hear that in some of my songwriting. But definitely, like this album, like it's got more dynamics, like it's got more flow. I focused a lot on just like writing, not only writing the breath, but like the cohesive. Like I wanted to sound cohesive, dynamic, and just very entertaining. That's why I like how it came out.
Awesome. And I see that you recorded with several different people. So what was the recording process like?
It was kind of good, but at the same time, it was tedious. Um, I'll say working with Derek Brody, it was fun. It was the first time that we did something with him. He did a pretty good job, like tracking the drums. So shout out to Derek Brody, like he did an amazing job, and we had a lot of fun. We had a good time while we were in his little studio. And tracking with Giovanni was also pretty fun. It's our second time. We did the first EP with him, and we also had a lot of time. We had a lot of love for Giovanni Angel, and shout out to him too. And thank you for making this happen. The recording process it was fun. It was really fun. At the same time, it was very stressing because like I was just like trying to focus on like my good takes. Me and Julian, the bass player, like we dual track. We track at the same time, like bass and guitars, like for a couple of songs. That was a lot of fun. At the time of the recording, we had no lyrics, so we kind of just like wing the lyrics and we wrote them right on time, like the week of the recording process. And I was very kind of like just scared of how the lyrics. I mean, I never doubted Weston is a sick vocalist, but when we didn't have any lyrics, I'm like, dude, what are we gonna do? What is it gonna sound like? But by the time that he tracked the vocals, I was already back in Tampa. Well, they stay there in Miami. So I saw Weston like tracking the vocals on camera on video cam, and I just couldn't hear how good it was, how an amazing job he was doing. I was like, dude, I can't believe like you're pulling this off like pretty fucking nice. I'm like, my respects, like you're like not only he's like our vocalist, but like he's one of my favorite vocalists right now. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Now explain the cover art and your inspiration behind it.
Oh my God, that's a very deep conversation. So like the cover art dimensional dissonance, that was my concept. I built the concept. So what the concept is, we like to explore metaphysical concepts and spirituality and metaphysics. But in essence, like to make it short, I mean, what my concept of the album is how the universe explores, like different aspects of life, because the universe has no end and no beginning. The universe is always like creating experiences for everybody in the universe, and through those experiences, like the universe can gather information uh, for its own evolution. So like we like to explore a lot of like metaphysical concepts, but at the same time, like seeing through the scope of like the duality of life, like good things and bad things. So it's basically about life in essence. That's what I would say. Yeah, it's just like very metaphysical, very abstract. But if you read the lyrics and you pay attention to the lyrics, you're gonna realize, what the songs are about.
Awesome. That's interesting. And the one thing about you guys is all the members live in different places. So, um, is it difficult to still maintain the band with all your members living in different places?
I have no idea how much how harder it is. Like it was already hard while we were together and living in the same state and same city, and now that we are much further apart, it makes things more challenging. But at the same time, it pushes us to become better friends, and to be better musicians. Like for example, um, I have to like because I'm abroad, like I live in Tampa, and like some of them live in different states. I have to like teach myself how to do like basic recording stuff, and I never knew how to like dabble in the recording stuff. So Julian sent me the an audio interface, and that was like my first introduction to like, okay, I gotta do something. I gotta if I need to make this EP happen, I have to like start learning how to do basic stuff. And the galley, unfortunately, I did, and that was a challenge. It's still a challenge, but I'm so happy that that happened. Like being a part, it kind of just like pushed everybody to make this happen, and the results were like fantastic. It was super cool, super badass.
I think I was there when you and Julian were messing around with recording
Yeah, you
software.
were
Yeah.
here in my home, in my apartment. I'm still here, by the way.
Oh, nice. I thought
Yeah.
all that looked familiar.
I built a man cave in my back room. It's like my workshop slash well, now computer station, recording station. But at the same time, I do like some arts. I do a lot of artsy stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's like
Oh,
my
wow,
own
that's
man cave.
amazing.
It's my own man cave. It's my man cave.
That's awesome. And now something I think is cool is you met Paul Masvidal. So what was that like?
Oh yeah, that was super cool. It's kind of weird. It's kind of funny because the way we connected, it wasn't through music. It was like through like this metaphysical epoxy work that I do. Like I make like the pyramids with crystals, and I add a bunch of electromagnetic fields around it. It's very complicated, but it's super cool. So that's the reason why we connected, because he's into the same stuff. He's into like spirituality, meditation, just spiritual evolution. So I made a pyramid for him. Um, I'm a sucker for Paul Masters. I love Cynic. It's one of my inspirations, right? So he invited me to it was a CD release party down in Miami. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, I'll go, like, awesome. So I went down there and I met him, and it wasn't anything like that big. It was kind of like an impromptu CD release party. And they had a DJ, and DJ was playing the whole CD, like the new one, the Essential Codes. And
Wow.
it was a great time. There was a lot of people. It was super fun, super super fun. I'm so happy that I got to meet him. Like he's super down to earth, dude. He's super awesome guy.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah,
So
he's so, like you see him, just a normal guy, just like anybody else. Hey.
that is amazing. Now I was trying to look on your social media, but I couldn't find anything. Do you have any upcoming shows or tours or anything planned?
Yeah, about the social media, we had a Facebook page, and it got like hacked by a 13-year-old
Oh my
that
God.
that's a gamer. So like I was trying to find like an ethical hacker to help me recover the page, and that didn't go well. So we're going to have a new Facebook account, but we do have Instagram. You can find us on Instagram. You can just like look us up at Sapraemia. They're also like we can get our new EP on Bandcamp. You can just like look up Sapraemia, Florida, Bandcamp.com. And our YouTube channel too. I'm trying to like push more content on YouTube. We just released a couple of like guitar and bass playthrough videos. I'm going to keep adding more stuff, like so people can hear more about us. About the upcoming shows, we're working on some shows right now.
Okay.
Hopefully, like around by the end of the year, we're gonna try to do like a super cool show, maybe in South Florida. We're trying to get out and play to in different states. We are working on a new music video that we're gonna shoot a music video like around October. Like I found an amazing video producer guy that's super sick. So we're super excited about that. gonna be
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm excited about that too. And this is the last question. You can say anything that you want. If you want to promote the EP, mention something that we haven't talked about in this interview, then go say whatever you want.
Well, I just want to thank you firstly for doing this, letting me do this interview. I wanna thank everybody out there that has heard, that has supported us throughout, like ever since we started. And if you're down to like get the EP, that'll be amazing. We put a lot of hard work in it, and especially for fucking metalheads. So it's technical and stuff, but we feel like it's pretty dead metal, like you can't go around it. Um, and yeah, like just keep in contact with us. We're gonna try to keep posting more content for everybody out there for sure.
Aw- Awesome. And thanks to everyone for checking out this interview. All of the links that Rudy mentioned before, I will include them in the description of this video. So you can buy the new EP on Bandcamp. You can subscribe to their YouTube channel, see all like music video that Rudy was talking about. Follow them on Instagram, all of that. Definitely support this band. Because I met you guys. You played in Tampa.
Yeah.
That's how many years ago was that?
That was, I think it was called Swarm Fest. I think it was Nick
Was
Gitgid.
it? I thought it was before that. Because I saw you guys at Swarm Fest, but
Oh,
that was like
yeah,
way
yeah.
before.
Yeah, I remember. So like that show, we were invited by, I think it's Juan Pablo. He used to play in a band called Extremely Rotten. So we
Yes.
became friends, and he set up the show, and he invited us. Ooh, that was a long time ago. We're kids. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
We've been around for like quite 2013, you know?
I was gonna say that had to have been around the time period, like the early, like between 2010 and 2015 is when I first saw. Yeah, because you guys played the Mug, and I was just there for whatever reason. And then I was watching you guys, and I'm like, who is this band? They are so good. And then I approached, it was either you or Julian at the merch table. And then we just got to talking, and here we are today, friends all these years later.
So that's when you met Julian. I didn't know that. I thought that you guys were already friends from like before or something.
Oh yeah, no, I saw you guys.
That's
I just
real.
stumbled upon a random show that you were playing. That's how I met you.
Yeah,
Or in like discovered Sapraemia.
yeah, we've been around for a while, like, but back then, I mean, it's very different, like we're older now, so it's all about finding the passion in what you do. The older you get, you realize that what matters and counts the most is like what you love to do, like your passion, regardless of like whatever corporate job or whatever side hustle that you have to like do the grinding in order to survive. You have to trust, what you're into. And that goes for everybody out there that wants to make music and has like talent and wants to push it. Just like do it. There's no real
Exactly.
It's metal is metal, it never dies. Like I'm into so many different things. I tried getting into so many different things. For a while I didn't even want to play anymore. I was like, I'm done with that metal. I don't
There you go.
I took a break, but then like I came to realize, that's one of the best things that I know how to do. So why am I going to like stop doing what I like doing? I was born for this stuff, so it's just natural, to me. Just like it's
Yeah, exactly.
embedded in my genome, DNA.
All right, everybody, check out this new Supremia EP. Definitely follow them on social media to see, all the different updates of the band when they're playing a show, if they're playing a show near you. Again, this is definitely a band that they're rising and a band that you need to keep up with. So thank
Thank
you
you.
again, everybody, for watching the interview and stay metal.